It just so happens that more people watch our videos without a subscription than with it. Let's fix it. Subscribe to the channel. By doing so, you won't miss anything interesting about the Star Wars universe, and we will be very pleased by this. Your subscription is the best support for us. Thank you all in advance. The premiere of Acolyte is getting closer and closer. Already on June the 4th, 2 episodes of the series will be released at once. But I just don't know whether to congratulate you on this or express my condolences given the devastating criticism that fell on the project at the announcement stage. And the news shared by the creators of the series does not correct the situation. Over the past few weeks, Lucasfilm has shared a lot of footage from the upcoming series as well as revealed some details that, apparently, should somehow impress fans. I'll tell you about them today, but I can't guarantee that you'll be impressed. In any case, write your opinion in the comments after watching this video. It will be interesting to read. Anyway, my job is to tell you about all the latest news and details of the project, and you will draw your own conclusions. And I want to start with the most important thing. Although the series is called Acolyte, in fact, the main role in it, as always, will be played by the Jedi. In addition, they will become the villains of the project. I understand that villain is not the right word, but Lucasfilm themselves are trying to convey to fans that the novices of the Jedi Order in the series will not show themselves from the best side. In one of the previous videos, I spoke rather badly about the violation of the canon by the authors of the series because we know that there could not have been any followers of the dark side of the Force 1,000 years before the first episode of the saga. And in the Acolyte, we will be shown a clash with a powerful warrior armed with a red lightsaber, and this does not fit in with the words of the Jedi about the Sith that died out 1,000 years ago. What does it mean? Can this be called a violation of the canon, or is it such a special plot twist? Answering this question, Leslie Headland, the project manager, said that in the Acolyte series, we will have to constantly observe the lies of the Jedi Order. All these mysterious murders of novices of the Order, as well as the revival of the dark side, became possible only because the Jedi once again did not keep their word, and this will be shown to us at the very beginning of the series. As reputable insiders say, they took a Force-sensitive child from a small village and in return promised to protect it from robber raids, but they never did, which is why all the villagers died and the only surviving girl joined a mysterious novice of the dark side, who was shown to us in the trailer. The starting point of the plot is the blatant lies of the Jedi, and throughout the series this topic will receive more disclosure. The events of Acolyte unfold during the heyday of the Republic, in an era when the Jedi Order was at the peak of its power. The novices of the Order believed in themselves so much that they sometimes completely ignored all the laws, considering themselves true benefactors. They often committed bad deeds, justifying it with a higher meaning that ordinary mortals, and especially some peasants from a distant planet, would never understand. The Acolyte series will show us how this Jedi tradition is slowly starting to fall apart. For example, Vernestra Rwoh, who will be the head of the Jedi Order at the time of the series release, will leave the Order for some reason and go into self-imposed exile, leaving her post to the famous Master Yoda. But why would she leave the Order and accept such a voluntary punishment? Would the Jedi find themselves in the middle of some big scandal that would force her to step down? And by the way, Vernestra is a fairly well-known Jedi girl from books and comics of the heyday of the Republic, and she is also the owner of the Light Whip, which will be shown to us for the first time in the series. Yes, we have already been shown these weapons in the hands of criminals and slaveholders before, but never in the hands of a Jedi, at least in the new canon. But the fans, to put it mildly, did not appreciate the external transformation of Vernestra. In the comics, she was a beauty, but in the series, she became strong and independent, so to speak. But back to you, the lies of the Jedi. As I said, according to the canon, the appearance of a follower of the dark side of the Force in this time period is simply impossible, but at the same time, I wondered, why then did the authors of Acolyte focus on deception on the part of the Jedi Order, putting this topic at the head of the entire series? If the Jedi lied so much, then nothing prevents them from classifying the first meeting with the mysterious Sith warrior, or all the main characters of the series must die so that this mystery does not go beyond that fight from the trailer. But it is quite possible that for the next 100 years, right up to the first episode, the Masters of the Jedi Order, and especially Master Yoda, deliberately did not disclose those events from the Acolyte series. Yes, such Jedi as Ki-Adi-Mundi, Plo Koon, or Obi-Wan might not know anything due to their age, but Yoda not only lived in those dark times, but also held a high place in the Jedi Council, which means he could not have been unaware of this. It seems to me that Master Yoda specifically did not tell his descendants anything about meeting with a follower of the dark side, since news of the rebirth of the Sith in the galaxy could have a very bad effect on the high position of the Jedi Order. In simple words, their rating would begin to fall if politicians and ordinary people found out about the defeat of an entire squad of Jedi Knights in that battle, and then the Order would lose its privileges. If they are unable to cope with a single Sith warrior, then how can they call themselves defenders of the world and be responsible for the safety of the galaxy? Besides, what right do they have to take away 4 sensitive children after that, if only one dark side acolyte is able to smash them without any problems? The reputation of the Jedi would have been seriously shaken in such a case, and therefore it was advantageous for them not to give publicity to the revival of the Sith Order. Yoda has always been famous for his wisdom, and this very wisdom told him not to cause panic in the galaxy. He had unique knowledge, and he probably had access to information that was classified for all other Jedi, even for Mace Windu. And most importantly, Yoda was constantly monitoring the development of this problem, studying it, and preparing for a meeting with the Lord of the Sith sometime in the future. He told himself, "Let the galaxy sleep peacefully, but I will prepare, and I will prepare the others, but let the past be hidden." If the plot of Acolyte really develops in this way, then I can understand why the authors of the series went against the canon, and I'll even praise them for such a decision. It's like a detective story with thriller elements, if that's what Lucasfilm themselves call the series. I like it when authors sometimes allow themselves to depart from the canon, but compensate for this with a weighty reason that complements the plot well, and I don't like it at all when they depart from the canon thoughtlessly, as it was in the same sequels. What do you think? Which variant does Acolyte belong to? Will the series really complement the existing canon well and logically, or will it spit on it again? Write your opinion in the comments. Leslie Headland continues to idolize her project, and most recently, she said that Acolyte has prepared many surprises for fans of the expanded Star Wars universe, so fans will be satisfied. Is it so? We will find out only on June the 4th. Subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss anything. That's all for today. Thank you all so much for watching, and see you soon. May the Force be with you.